Does walking feel harder than it used to? Maybe your knees ache, your hips stiffen, or you tire way too easily. You might even find yourself dreading the activity you used to enjoy. And here's the truth, it's not just age. Walking becomes more challenging when your muscles aren't working together in the way that they need to. Today, I'm going to show you why that happens, as well as 3 simple fixes you can start doing today to help make walking feel easier, smoother, and more enjoyable. Walking may look simple, but it's one of the most complex activities we do every day. And here's the problem. If your hips are weakened, your knees end up doing most of the work. If your calf muscles aren't strong enough or your ankles don't move well enough, pushing off to take steps can feel exhausting. If your balance is shaky, each step requires more effort. Think about walking like a team effort. If one person isn't doing their job, everyone else has to work twice as hard to make up for it. And this is when pain and fatigue can set in. The good news is we can get the whole team working together again with just a few simple exercises. So let's get started. Exercise number 1 is a simple sit to stand. Now this exercise is useful for a few different reasons. 1, you can actually work ankle range of motion by trying to slide your feet underneath you as far as feels comfortable while trying to keep your heel on the floor. You also help to work into knee bending, aiding in knee mobility. As I stand up, I'm using my thigh muscles and my hip muscles, my glutes, to bring myself into a standing position. These muscles are incredibly powerful to take nice big steps. As I sit down, I'm thinking nice, controlled, slow. Also challenging those muscles, but in a little bit of a different way. That can also help with stairs. The goal here is to aim for 10 to 12 repetitions for 2 to 3 sets. Then you should start to feel your legs become stronger and your steps become easier. Now the next exercise works the calf muscles, important for pushing off like we talked about. Feet are a little inside shoulder width. Try to lift your heels off the ground. Now to take this one step further, lean back and try to lift the toes off the ground, working the shin muscles, helpful in clearing your foot as you're walking. The idea here is to aim for 10 to 20 repetitions for 2 to 3 sets. Now if you do have big toe pain or big toe arthritis and moving into this position bearing weight does not feel great, one way you can modify this is to just put one foot out in front, lift the toes, and then lift the heel. Taking some of the weight out of it can help decrease the pressure that's on that toe. Again, aim for 10 to 20 repetitions on one side, and then you'll switch and repeat on the other. Now it's time to work on balance. A fun way you can do this is starting with support, so along a wall, having somebody assist you or having a chair or something nearby. Walk heel, toe, as if you're walking on a balance beam. Once you take about 5 or 6 steps one direction, you can turn around and then repeat, still staying forward. If you feel pretty good with this, the next challenge would be then to move backwards. This is going to increase the difficulty significantly, so please make sure you have the appropriate support. As balance exercises are meant to do the obvious, challenge your balance, which sometimes means putting yourself at risk of losing said balance. So always make sure that you have the appropriate support. Aim for 60 to 90 seconds. I like to start a timer for this one for 2 to 3 sets. If you want to make this easier, think about your balance beam widening. So you'll essentially just take wider steps. The narrower you are, the harder this becomes. So keep that in mind. Now this balance exercise works your ankles, your hips, your knees, and your core all at the same time, which is why it's incredibly important. Of course, it also helps to improve your stability with each step. If walking feels harder than it used to, it doesn't mean you're stuck this way. Just a few minutes per day working on leg strength, pushing off, and balance can make a huge difference in how you feel every time you go out for a walk. Try these 3 exercises and see how your walking changes in just a couple of weeks. If this video has helped you, click the subscribe button down below. Each week I release a new video with practical tips on how to help you stay strong and move easier. Thanks for watching.